Ase A'ho, Halito. Peace, everyone. This is just a video to tap into the different spiritualities and cultures of our ancestors concerning divination, divining, tapping into the spiritual realm to receive answers to our questions, to receive guidance for things in our everyday life, from important events to just our everyday life, the answers to our questions. Here we have the sacred fire in the middle of the medicine wheel and the crossroads. In the middle is where we meet Divine Great Spirit, our ancestors, and our guides. We tap into our higher self. Our ancient ancestors use different tools from the 4 elements, from the earth, air, fire, and water. They tapped into these energies to receive the answers to our questions. They used sacred crystals, stones, and rocks. They used arrowheads. The American Indians, my ancestors, used arrowheads. They used feathers. Feathers, if you hold a feather of a powerful bird with your intentions within your mind, your questions in your mind, and you meditate on it, and you can let those feathers flow in the wind, and you will receive the answers that you are seeking. You can have the crystal, the rock, put it in your hand. For the truth seeker, put it in your hand, and you meditate on the questions you want answers to. You would then give it to the medicine woman or man, the shaman, the sage, the Jedi, the oracle, the gypsy, the priest, the voodoo priestess or priest, and they will meditate on it and receive the answers to your questions. Our American Indian ancestors would use turtle shells with the different markings. Each marking has a different message, a different answer. They would use the teeth of a jaguar, a black panther, or a wolf. They would use chicken feet. They would use the claw of a hawk, the feathers of a raven or crow. They would use the feathers of an eagle. They would use sacred crystals and rocks and stones. They would use skulls and bones of animals or the ancestors. They would use teeth. They would use keys. And the keys are unlocking the door to the answers to our questions. They would use cards, oracle cards, tarot cards, to receive the messages. They would use feathers. They would use leaves. They would use shells. And you would shake them up. And you would have in your mind the questions that you want answered. And then you would throw them out onto the platform. The platform would be like this, which is a medicine wheel with crossroads. Or they will put the platform on some fur, the fur of an powerful animal, spirit. They would smoke the sacred pipe. Inhale with your questions. Exhale, release it into the universe, unto divine great spirit, our ancestors and guides, and you would receive the answers to your questions. So, we have Alkebulan, Africa represented, the Louisiana Creole, the Diaspora Creole, Voodoo, Hoodoo, Southern Folk, Magic, Medicine, Ancient Kemet, Nubia, Isis, which is Aset, the Kuan Yin, which is the Xi, the Gypsies, and the Gypsies were in the South, the Shaman Wisdom cards, the Medicine cards from the American Indian, the Nagual from the South and Central America, home of the ancient A'ho, the Tamoancan, the Toltec, the Divination shells, the Buzios, which I have here from the Diaspora, or Louisiana or Haitian voodoo, hoodoo with the herbs and the leaves. They would use these to receive the answers to our questions. Because life, our experience here, is our school. So we are learning. So we always need answers to our questions, and they are within us. We also use visions and dreams. And a shaman or a truth seeker would go on top of a mound or a mountain, or to a sacred place within nature or within one's home, before your altar, with your questions in mind to receive the answers. You could do candle reading, reading the flame of the candle, or have a bonfire within the circle of a ceremony, an American Indian ceremony, or an African ceremony. Our ancestors in Louisiana, they would go to Congo Square. They would go to Congo Square and practice their spirituality. They were free there to practice it. So these are examples just to reintroduce these ancient spiritual ways of asking for guidance and receiving the messages, the answers to our questions. Our ancestors would use the drum. the drum and rattles, the drum beat would reveal the answers.